Hello, guys. My name is David of the Dream Entertainment. This is an installation we did for a youth chapel for the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Heaven's Glorious Embassy in Plano, Texas. Um, we always started. We started with the empty hall here. It's a brand new building for the youth. It's a multi-purpose room, and the room is meant for the chapel for them to meet on Sundays, and also has a half court for basketball. So we needed to set up a turnkey system where they can break down and set up as quickly as possible. So it's a turnkey system here. The ceilings are pretty high, about 23 to the roof, and I had to use that little giant ladder to be able to just get to the ceiling. We had to use EMT piping, as that's me trying to explain the little that I know about EMT piping. It's still new to me, but we used a lot of EMT here to run our cabling, as is concrete building, so we didn't have a choice. It's bricks. So we had to go ahead and run EMTs and paint them after we are done, and just to try and blend to the building. It's a cleaning store. We spent about 7 days here just doing a lot of cable running, a lot of rigging. Every speaker has been hung. Projectors have been pre-rigged with cages so that the ball doesn't hit the projector. You know, those are some cat boxes. That's a custom wall plate right there. I'm gonna go into depth with that. That's our front rack. That's our back rack right here with the X32 compact. Um, yeah, it was an interesting 7 days, and this is kind of like a complete setup here of everything rigged. Lighting has not been set in place yet, but kind of give you a rough idea of the setup. The projector cages, we had to move them down. The pastor came and told us to bring them down. So this is kind of like day 2 of the job, and we did a lot. I had help, so we got a lot done in 2 days. That's a KLA 118 subwoofer right there. I'm using EK Access 15s and American Audio Sensei 12s as monitors, passive monitors. They had the system already, so I just used what they had. I just had to fix the highs on those the EVKXs. They had blown the highs, but the speakers are still good, so I just saved them some money and fixed them. Here's a sound test. Things up here. Just enjoy the sound test. We tested. It's amazing how much the room is a mess after you start doing work for a few days here. This is a custom. Oh my hands are really ashy. Anyway, you can understand I'm out here working. This is like the fast phase of the wall plates. They've been done. I'm pretty much testing them out. SDI plates, either cons for AES 50 and for internet coming in, and DMX right there on the ground right there. These wall boxes will interface the entire back rack, and that's all they have to connect. I need to add power there. I haven't done it yet. You see the later video. I'll kind of steal power from an outlet there. I'm out here explaining how I did all this. That's a Behringer X32 compact. That's a final product right there. So I used this custom projector cages. I made them from scratch, and I didn't have a choice. They're like 12 foot tall, and from the rigging point to the bottom. They're like 12 foot tall, so I didn't have a choice. And that's a Panasonic 5000 lumen projectors. I think at this point the lights are complete, and looking pretty good. Projectors are pretty much almost aligned. Our front rack is almost done. As you can see there, we are using the Behringer S32 Snake. It's been recessed so that they are actually the rack door can close. We're using some Shure BLX SM58 wireless. That's some custom antenna work right there. Custom power so that the whole system, that's a Cat 6 recess box so that we can be able to pretty much pull everything out and that rack and roll. That previous video right there was some cat boxes on the wall, those ones, and you just have females on one side and males on the other side, or vice versa, and you can transmit XLRs over Cat 6 with those things, and they're just amazing, man. You can see the speak on for the stage monitor. I put a receptacle, speaking receptacle on the rack. It's a lot of custom work right here. And we're running speakers over IP, and that box right there, that black box right there is responsible. That's the transmitter for sending 4 channels over Cat 6, and that goes and translates to everything you want there for subwoofer and left and right. That's me trying to jerry-rig antenna distribution over coax splitter and it worked, and it was fine. I went and left the building almost 100 foot away from the rack, and it still had good frequency reception, and I was surprised. It's amazing what you can do when you put your brains together and just kind of find a cheaper way of getting things done. It's, as you can tell, this is a youth budget. It's not that big, so I had to really custom make a lot of things. This is the custom rack completed with power and everything. You can see I've painted it and blended it into the building, and it's looking really nice. Everything there, even the holes, I had to cut them from scratch. I had to drill them from scratch. That's the other side of the cable snake right there. Power is coming in as power cord and translated into a dual gang outlet inside there. Here's another sound test. Blackmagic Mini Pro, Blackmagic monitor 3G, lighting console. Everything is done, and I'm amazed at how good the sound is.